Hey, it's me again, and welcome to Minecraft Dimensions. Now in this episode, we're going to be switching up our power generation. We're going to be moving off of those steam dynamos and moving on to a much more convenient way of producing RF, which is through Canola. Also, on top of that, we're also going to be making a Flux network, now that's going to be pretty awesome. It'll allow us to wirelessly supply RF to pretty much anything that we want at all times. So it's pretty awesome. So without any further ado, let's get started. So by the way, I know I got this whole mob thing set up, but there's been some issues. I already tried to fix the problem by making it so that certain things couldn't spawn in, but it didn't seem to be helping at all. So we're just gonna stop this for now, which means no more experience, but I will show you that since last episode, I've put some experience into defense, so now we can wear those leggings. And I've been putting things into agility. Now, it's gonna be a while until I can master it. I'm gonna need 33 levels and I'm gonna need 34 levels. But as soon as I get there, I can get the Hill Walker. After many a long journey and steep climb, you've reached a state of perpetual stepping up to any occasion. You now have step assist. Pretty awesome. It means I don't have to jump ever again. If I walk over here, I'm gonna be on this block without jumping. It's just gonna make things very convenient. That's kind of been what I've been working on. And I didn't want to show it because it really all it was is me left clicking for like 5 seconds and then pressing a button. Not really much to be seeing there. I was just gonna show you. And then once I get there, I'll have it recording when it happens and then we can enjoy it all together. Now, let's get those leggings because man, Unbreaking 15. These are basically unbreakable. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but it feels like it's gonna last a really long time. So it's also 2 toughness. I don't know if that's normal or not. So plus 60% swim speed, plus 16% speed, which is pretty good. I'm gonna enjoy being a little bit faster. Let's see. With it off. I feel like that skillable mod, this one, it increases your speed. Here it is, sprint speed. And I feel like it kind of makes you slower to begin with than you are normally, like without the mod. So it also kind of just feels normal when I have these on. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. We're gonna get started with canola, which basically just means processing the canola into oil, which I think I can do with the squeezer that I have from forestry, which is this one. So I might try this out first. So let's grab some canola. We got a lot. I've been manually harvesting it for a while, and I'm also gonna try to manually or automatically get that started. So what are you gonna give me? Canola oil. So then I think we can make this. So it's iron casing. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna need 2 iron casings, and then we can just make it. So if right now, crystal flux. Is this just gonna work if I just do it like this? So you're going to extract, you're going to insert. So you're providing 40. Now I'm interested in how much are you eating? So that's going down. So about 50, and then each one makes 80? 80. 160, yeah, okay. So we can now get rid of this, but I don't want to do that just yet because there's another step to make it a little bit better, which is by putting it into the fractioning still, which is this thing, which needs nickel, it needs a machine frame, the classic. Ooh, we're low on sand. Well, now you're gonna see the beauty of the flux bore. So I can use it to mine in a 3x3 area for stone and sand and dirt and gravel and pretty much anything. And that's why this thing is so awesome, is you don't need to switch tools. You can basically just use this for anything that you want. How's my swim speed? It said like plus 60, right? It's pretty good, actually. All right, now let's spawn a bunch of those parasite things. No? Oh, there they are. Oh, just a little bit of like, ow, ow. What is this? Infested? Does that just mean when I die, things happen to me? No. Ooh, some innovation. All right, there we go. Machine frame. And then you wanted a reception coil. And then you needed an alloy, right? Which is nickel and copper? Yes, so let's grab copper, 2 nickel. Got plenty of nickel. Just throw this in there. There we go. Okay, fractioning still. Refines fluid into other products. Okay, so we're going to no longer insert there. Instead, we are going to insert here. I am realizing the problem here. All right, this is gonna look ugly, but we're just testing things out for now. All of these wires are temporary. Once I get my Flux network going, which will be this episode, everything will look much nicer. Okay, so now you are making refined canola. So is it 100 to 100? Okay, now from here, we're gonna pump this into here. So we're going to extract. And you're going to insert. And hopefully that will work. I believe it was 80,000 RF for canola and 200,000 RF for refined canola. It's one more step, but it's just more efficient to do it this way. So yeah, that's canola power. I'm probably going to have to make a few more of these when I switch over. But before I do that, I want to begin work on what is really, really cool, which is Flux networks. Flux networks. So this is going to be really heavy on ender pearls, but thankfully we actually got a bunch of ender pearls. I mean, besides all the ones that we've just been getting from killing things, we also just have a ton from this. So we already got a stack and 13, which is enough to get started, especially since I'm gonna have most of my machines in one place. We're probably only gonna need a few things. I guess I should describe what Flux Networks is. So it takes your RF and it basically just makes it wireless. So I no longer need to have all my machines powered by things locally. So I would be able to have my Flux network here, pump power into the Flux network, and then have points charging a battery that would let everything else here be charged, and then have a point down there where the mom farm is, and have that directly from the network pump into there, instead of having a steam dynamo down there generating power for it. So it's just nice. It makes things a lot easier. It's a centralized power system is really what it is. So let's get started on that. So as you can see, it's gonna need a lot of obsidian and a lot of flux, which, wait, really? I didn't know that that's how that worked. I always thought this is how you did it. Also works with throwing fire. Well, I mean, let's try that. Let's grab a stack of it. So if I just do this, okay, watch all of it go away. Yep, all right, I figured. Thank you. Thanks for killing all of my redstone. All right, here we go. So let's just grab redstone, and then, is it a piece of obsidian? Was it? Yes. Okay. Throw this down here. I've done it before. Oh, it needs to be underneath bedrock. Ah. Ow. Okay. Oops. Really? Oh, there we go. This is where having the step up would be nice, not having to jump all the way up those steps. So what are the flux blocks? Okay, so we just need a bunch of, so so how many are we making? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Oops. I mean, I was gonna need the extra one anyway. Oh yeah, we need to make this, which needs more obsidian. So we're gonna need like 20 obsidian. You know what? Before I grab that, there's actually something I wanna make because I'm done with buckets. Instead, we're gonna make a reservoir. So real quick, bucket, servo. I mean, it's super cheap and easy. I don't know why I didn't do this a long time ago. And reservoir. Basically what this is, it's a bucket that holds more than one source. All right, so I grabbed some obsidian, and I actually got a blaze rod when I was down there, just from one of those lava things that spawn in from like nights. So that was nice. Now I can actually get this, this flux core. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that will give us the flux controller. Nice. So then we are going to need the flux plug, I think. So we're gonna need, here, you know what, let's just make as much of these as we can. Okay, there's this guy over here that I kind of wanna see if I can kill this guy, because he's a big guy. All right, okay, he's chunky. I mean, I don't think the stuff that he has is gonna burn in the lava at least. A Charufe? Holy cow, he has a lot of health. Am I just fighting a boss right now and it's just this easy for me? Oh my goodness. How much health does this guy have? Whoa. Can I have this stuff? Thank you. Over here. Come on. Ooh, more blaze. Ooh. I don't really need coal. I just want that magma. Hey, don't you mess with me. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, good thing we got this. Come on. Magma cube. Or magma, whatever. Come on, please. Yes! 5 on my cream. That was pretty worth it. If I do say so myself, that was pretty good. Well, I guess I'll need to go to the nether. I was worried I might have to. Yep, so you receive energy from adjacent blocks passively, adding it to your Flux network. So I'm pretty sure the network doesn't really need to be anywhere. You can kind of just put it wherever. And then all you have to do is make a new network. Oh, wait, this one. And we're just gonna call it main, just in case we need multiple. Do you want a password? I don't think I need to use the password, but there we go. Main. Okay, there we go. So then what we're gonna do, instead of having this guy do that, you're going to output into the Flux plug. There we go. So you're the one receiving the power, yeah? So then we're gonna need a point. There, and that should work. So are you gaining power? Are you losing power? Okay, everything kind of seems stagnant at the moment. I kind of want to reconfigure this all. So why don't we make this room a little bit bigger? Try to account for the fact, ooh, that's scary, that my power room is gonna have a lot more stuff in it now. Okay, there we go. Just light it up so I don't die to the grue. Ow. Ow, stop. Why am I bleeding? All right, well, it seems to stop. Okay, we're gonna move this over like this. We're only going to have one. Actually, why don't we put plug at the bottom? So that one is, so everything else is an output, but the input is down here. So are you receiving RF? Or no, you're losing RF, which is what we want. Okay, this guy. I want this whole thing to be powering this. So are you receiving power? It's going up, which is a good thing. So we don't need you anymore. I do not want to be running on coal anymore. I want to completely switch over to canola oil because that's kind of a good energy source. Why am I bleeding? What is bleeding me? What in the world is bleeding me? What? Okay. All right. So you're gonna be losing RF. Okay. Yeah, so this thing seems to be powering everything now. Okay, so why don't we grab these, and why don't we just grab some canola? And then we just move this here. Like this, you know, it's very... I know, it's a very beautiful system. I spent a lot of work on the wiring to make it look nice. Okay, we're also gonna need some more conduits. Or I can actually just work on this to make it look nice. I could do that too. Why? What? What is happening? Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so it seemed like a lot of blocks didn't actually break. That was what the issue was. Okay, yeah, we're fine. How do we make this better? Because I don't like this. It just doesn't look good. There we go. Insert. So then throw the canola in there, and all we need is that. So now you're powered. You're throwing the canola into the fractioning still. So now you're gonna throw it into here. There we go. So now that should be way more efficient. And now it's making 80 RF per tick. Okay. Per 50. Oh, all the information's here. That's pretty good. Is it going up? It's kind of going down, but I think we'll generate enough. So I'm just gonna go and grab all of my canola, and we're just gonna throw it all in there. Next thing up on the list is to make a plant gatherer, so I can have as much canola as I possibly want. I haven't been doing that for my other crops, so I can have anima, which you get from manually harvesting it, but that's gonna get lost if I don't do it myself. Plant interactor, it might be this one actually. We'll try if the gatherer works, and if it doesn't, then we'll just switch over. Not that big of a deal. Gatherer, this one, and then we're gonna need a flux point. There we go. We have emeralds? Emeralds, we do. So let's make an emerald upgrade. So we're not gonna put the range add-on on it just yet, just because I want to make sure this actually does what I want it to do. So we're gonna put this right here. All right, there we go. Put you on. Okay, so you broke it. So this is the wrong machine. Okay, so let's make the interactor then. Just throw it all together. There we go. So I put this here. Ooh, there it is. So are you 2 more? You are 2 more. So we're gonna grab whatever is +4. +4 is 10. No. Hold on. Let me grab my sword, please. Okay, so this one. Can we just make it? We can. There we go. And that should be done and done. Are you gonna fill up in bad things? Because I might have to pipe you into a void pipe. Okay, we're gonna do that. Gonna do... Well, first, let's set this up. So, boom. Item conduit. Insert. Put the flux point on top. Okay. So I'm interested to see if it's gonna gain the anima stuff. It's not dropping the thing. If it doesn't, then I'm probably gonna only automate canola and then manually do everything else so I can grab the anima and the levels for the thing. All right, so we get 2 stacks. That's pretty good. And we're just gonna throw it right back in. I might have to make another oil generator. Let's do that real quick. So do this. And we might actually end up needing to make the thing for the fluid conduit. I have to make more of those. Nice. So we can just hook it up like this. No. Okay, so I fix it up by having an output over here, and then I can just have them both be plugged in through here. So now we should be going up. We're making 160 CF, which I'm assuming converts to RF. Hopefully. And now I'd be able to do another thing that would connect over here to do 2 more. So it should work out just fine. I think this is good. Hopefully it is. All right, I think that's enough for this episode. So if you enjoyed, let me know in the comments below. If there's a game that you want to see me play, let me know, and I might just give it a go. And hey, thank you so much for watching. See ya.